This is the 2015 Tern Link D8. It's one of their purpose-built folding electric bikes using the BionX kit, and it's actually a very customized kit from BionX. The battery size here is 48 volt, which is what all the new BionX systems are, but it's a little bit smaller. It's about 6.3 amp hours, and that reduces the weight. It lets the battery form factor be a little bit smaller, and one of the big benefits of this bike is that you don't have to take the battery off to fold it. Everything works kind of as is, and when you fold it, they've got that nice magnetic connection point to kind of keep it secure. Some of the other features of this, just as a regular bike, are that we've got 7-speed SR Sun, actually, sorry, 8-speed SR Sun Tour cassette in the back, which is quite a bit for a little folding bike. This thing only weighs about 41 pounds, so it truly is a little bit more transportable, you know, if you have a boat, that kind of thing. They do have another version of this bike. It looks very similar, but it has larger wheels, sort of that like 26-inch size. These are 20-inch. What we've got here are Schwab Citizen. Let's see if I can get the exact spec here. So it looks like 20 by 1.6. Okay, so they're a little bit wider than a true road bike tire, but they're not as wide as an off-road sort of knobby mountain bike setup. They've got these nice reflective sidewalls. There's a reflective strip right here, but just the fact that the sides are painted white as well really help keep you visible. You know, if you're riding this around maybe a foreign location on a trip with your boat or RV, that kind of thing. So that's where this really shines. And again, the form factor on this is smaller than the 26-inch folding electric bike from Tern because the wheels are smaller. They're not going to be quite as forgiving as a result, and you know, they might, the curve, the convex curve of this outside wheel can sort of fall into cracks and potholes a little bit easier. But again, the tire size is sort of medium to give you some support. There's no suspension, no seat post shock, and you'll notice how tall that seat post is. You couldn't replace that very easily with like a thud buster. So worth keeping in mind. But again, for the lightweight and just getting around town or going exploring, this is a perfect kind of setup. It's about $2,700 MSRP, which is not bad. You know, under 3,000 bucks for a BionX system is excellent. The motor here is a 350 watt gearless direct drive, and what that means is it's very quiet, it's solid. There aren't gears moving around in there, it's just magnets repelling. And one of the upsides to that is that you get regenerative braking, which is activated only with this right grip. See, they had to sort of build it on right here. That doesn't exist on the left grip. So you get one side of regenerative braking, but you also have 4 levels of regen mode that you can arrow into over here on the display. And of course, the lower you go into that regen, the slower the bike's gonna go, and that's gonna recoup energy faster. If the battery's fully charged as it is here, it's not going to regen, and you're not going to feel it slowing down because that would overcharge the battery. So in addition to 4 levels of regen, we have 4 levels of assist, and there's a little throttle. And you can arrow up or down right here from the right grip, which is super convenient, really easy to reach and control while you're riding. One of the things I really like about the BionX kit is that the display is removable like that. And that's cool for if you're, you know, just leaving this out in the rain or possibly parking it in a city where you're worried about maybe people vandalizing it. You can take that with you, and then no one can really mess with the bike, and it kind of blends in. I mean, obviously there's the battery pack there, but the battery is removable as well, which is going to reduce the weight and make it more possible to kind of ship this thing around. There are different regulations for mailing batteries or flying with batteries, so be sure you check those out. Again, that's a 48 volt, 6.3 amp hour battery pack. So the other things I like about this bike are the front and rear fenders. They're full length, and they've got that nice mud flap on the back, as you can see. Got a really big front ring with a plastic bash guard. Got sort of the standard, more basic pedals with plastic here. That's not going to give you quite as much stiffness as a full metal pedal, but of course these do fold, so that's one of the big benefits there. I've also got a nice rear rack set up here with a built-in bungee connector, and that's just really clean, really nice. There are no lights built into this, but you do have reflectors on the pedals as well as the rear of the bike, and that's kind of it. That's a quick look at it. I might fold this up real quick and just give you some idea of what that looks like. can see it gets pretty small, and I haven't even lowered the seat yet. And then down there's the magnetic clasp, keeping this a little bit more secure for traveling. Not very tricky to do at all. So let's hop on and take it for a quick test ride. One of the other neat features about this gearless direct drive setup is that it's super, super quiet, nearly silent actually. Top speed on this is 20 miles per hour in either pedal assist or throttle mode. So right now I'm in 0. I'm gonna go ahead and arrow up to the 4th level of assist so we can really see it responding. Note that the throttle won't work when you're at standstill. You have to be going a couple miles per hour for that to activate. So kick off a little bit. Now I can use the throttle. Whoa. And I like these, what is this, like Biologic little ergonomic grips here, pretty nice. And even this, the handlebars right here, it's got a quick adjust mechanism. So the motor on this in pedal assist mode, it's torque sensing, so it's very smooth, very responsive. You do have to push a little bit more to get that activation, but you've always got the throttle to fall back on. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, that is the Tern Link D8. For the full write-up on this, including pictures and specs, I'll see you back at ElectricBikeReview.com.